How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? It's Jeremy here, and I know I've been kind of absent from my videos lately, and it's not my intentions. I've been, I guess, the motivation kind of left for a little bit. I had to kind of readjust myself, get through some hard patches in life, and kind of, I guess, bring back the spark. I haven't gone to the gym in a while, even though I did go up to the gym 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, and deadlifted for the first time in 8 months and got 480. I can't remember, for something. It was like 475, 480. Um, was it that much? Pretty sure it was that much. I'd have to ask Scout, but I'm pretty sure it was that high. I got basically to my last PR. Um, but that was the first time in 8 months, and I hit it like it was nothing. But that video is not about that. It's not about the lifting. It's not about gaming. It's just a sincere video between you and I, or the audience, whoever wants to watch this. I might even upload it on Facebook. I don't know yet. We'll find out. But um, it's a video that I want to talk about because it's fresh on my mind. I just got done talking to a buddy of mine. If you're watching this, I'm just piggybacking off of what we talked about, and we basically talked about how life works in mysterious ways. And for a while there, I was dwelling on a lot of the negatives, and I readjusted my mindset, kind of like I said, during my first week, self-aware Sunday video. um I got in a little rut. I got in a bunch of dark times. I got in a little bit of a bad place, but I was able to kind of get myself out. But it doesn't help to try to record a video when I have no motivation, when I have no clear indication of what I want to talk about. And this video just seems fitting right now. So basically, what I want to talk about is how we dwell so much on life's lessons in a bad way. We have many people that we talk about how life works in such a mysterious way, man. Like, I honestly could not have envisioned what's happened in the last month and a half to have happened. And of course, you guys have seen my videos were pretty good. I mean, I wasn't sad in my videos. Any video I brought out with pretty good intentions. I brought them out with motivation. But the only reason I took that hiatus is because it was amounting a lot of stress. To do some to try to upload a video, and I wasn't sounding motivated. I wasn't sounding interested in like the gaming videos or the lifting videos. And self-aware Sundays are videos that I love to record, because it brings out the different aspects in my mindset. And it just brings me back to a situation I had a couple weeks ago, which personal to me, I won't talk about. But it piggybacked on many things. And it brought me back to realization that life can knock you down at any moment. It can bring you down to such a weird rut, to such a weird spot that not many of us envision, not many of us imagine. That like we ride such a high that when it brings us back down, it hits us like a ton of bricks. And I'm not gonna sit here and complain and say that life has never been, peaches and cream. It's been marvelous to live the life I've lived. It's been amazing to have the people I have in my life that have supported me, that have been there for me. And, even though I might have lost a couple of people, here and there, the journeys that I grew with them and the lessons I learned from them are going to be lessons I take into life. And, one interesting topic I had over the last couple of weeks is whys. Like, a lot of people dwell on the answers of why is this doing, happening to me? Why is this going on like this? Why is this happening? Why do I have to suffer this? Why am I watching my life unravel like this? Or why is life kicking me in the butt like that? And honestly, I did that a couple times, and it's normal. I mean, I'm not gonna kick my ass and say that it's not. Life is here to teach us lessons, and it's here to be a wonderful thing. And but I've always used those whys to, instead of saying why is it happening to me, I use it as a why. What is it teaching me? Why is it teaching me this? How do I learn from it? what can I learn from it? Like, I don't use it as what did I do to cause this. I use it as what can I do to learn and grow from this. And honestly, I just had to take a couple weeks off and readjust myself to be able to be like, okay, I went through this last month and a half of really weird, really strange occurrences and situations that I was very uncomfortable with, and learn from life from there. And it's weird. It really is. The fact that I've been able to go from point A to point B and learn a lot of things in that time. I'm appreciative to a lot of people that have been there for me in the last couple of hours, not hours. It's been the last couple of weeks, days, and you can hear I'm getting a little emotional off of this because it's honestly amazing to know that life works so weird. Life works in such a vast distinction, and it's honestly so amazing to watch life progress as it has. And you know, of course, I gotta thank my parents, my mom, my dad. I've got to thank a couple of my best friends. Scal. You guys know Scal. A couple of them I won't mention for privacy reasons because I know they don't really want their names to be put out there yet. But like my cousins, Johnny, Dyron, Emily. A lot of you guys have been there for me a lot recently, and I couldn't be more appreciative. And even though some of you guys didn't know about these things, and I kept it away from you guys. And, just understand there was times where I didn't know what I was gonna exactly ask for in like the sense of help. Like, I didn't know how to ask for help when my mind is reeling, when the voices in my head kind of start clicking. And that's the biggest kicker of them all is I've never been someone that gets affected by someone else's words. It happens in my own brain. I let the I guess you could call it the demons, the voices, whatever you want to call it. I let those kind of click in my brain, and then they make situations worse because I dwell on that, and it takes me a second to kind of be like, wait. Like, I wasn't supposed to be like that. Like, I know better than this, and it happens because I'm human. I mean, we all make mistakes. We all do things that we might not notice at the time wasn't the right thing, but now it's happened, and now I can learn from it. And I just gotta be completely honest with you guys. The last 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a half, haven't been the greatest. I picked up on some old habits that I'm not very proud of. I've done some things that I'm not very proud of. But at the end of the day, like, I'm still here. I'm kicking. Trying to be the best person I can be in this life. I'm gonna start trying to upload videos for you guys here in the next week or so. We should be seeing a gaming video this Friday, I'm guessing. Depending on when this goes up, it's either going to be Wednesday or Thursday that this goes up. I'm guessing Thursday. Don't quote me on it. It might happen during the middle of the night. Depends on how fast it uploads. Excuse me. But I'm guessing Thursday, and then Friday, of course, will be a gaming video. And then maybe not Friday. Hold on. I got to think about that. Today's Wednesday. Or today's Tuesday. No, you'll see a video of or Wednesday, and then maybe Thursday another video, gaming video, or you'll see them back to back. I don't know yet. It all depends on how fast everything uploads. I've had some internet issues lately, but Sunday should be another self-aware Sunday video. I will ask questions on that one here soon. But I just want to say I'm back. Thanks for understanding. The things that have happened. The people that have been there for me. Thanks for being out there for me, and thanks for helping me. You guys are amazing, and even though some of you guys had to kind of poke and prod at me to get answers out of me, I'm sorry. I just didn't know how to ask for help at that time, and it's amazing the way life works. It's something I'm gonna repeat and repeat and repeat because it honestly is just it's awesome. These last couple of days have been uplifting, and even though I know some of you guys have been going through some stuff. You know, one of my best friends included. I know they've haven't had the best of weeks lately, but just know that you're important and you're special, and life is just teaching you some things, and life's gonna bring you some trials that you're gonna get through, and you know it's amazing. I mean, there's just nothing else to say. Like you learn from so many things. There's so many things to talk about. I'm just riding a high because like and I'm not talking like drugged high, whatever you want to call it. I'm talking like emotional high because you talk to somebody, you open up to somebody about what you think about life, what you think about these situations, what do you think about that. And honestly, it feels so uplifting when somebody has either the same ideology or has such a understanding ideology of the way you view things compared to how they view things, and how they can learn from yours and you can learn from theirs. And it's just so awesome. I've been able to open up my eyes again and realize that, yeah, sure, I've had a last couple of weeks haven't been the best, but at the end of the day, I've been blessed with a life where I can share my stories, I can share my journey, and not feel ashamed. I can share many things in life and not feel, what's the word, obligated to keep my mouth shut in a sense. I think we've grown in such a society where someone that talks about a bad day, they fear that they'll be looked down upon because it's taboo to talk about depression. To some people, it's taboo to talk about the voices and the anxieties and the depression and just anything else that happens. For some people, they're bipolar. And then it hurts them to see someone bashing on it, or for someone that suffers from depression, and they hear that some people are like, oh, it's just something you'll go through. Like, yeah, I understand that, but at the end of the day, like, the lessons I learned are lessons to keep holding on to life. And it's just, I'm grateful for the lessons I've learned and the lessons that keep being taught to me, because it's a wonderful, wonderful life, and I couldn't be more excited to see where the next couple months of my life go, where these next journeys go, where everything leads up to, because you got such a short time on this planet, and to spend 8, 9, 10 hours of the day kind of dictating your life off negativity doesn't help it. I mean, I went to work and I would have that thing on my mind and just keep having that on my mind and my mind, and it would be hard to take it out of it. But I had people around me at work, and I've had people around me in life that reminded me that, yeah, you're having a bad day today, or you're having a bad week, or you're having a bad time, but at the end of the day, like, life gets better. You're gonna wake up and you're gonna notice that the rainstorm that happened last night wasn't the same rainstorm that's happening this morning, because there's a sunshine, and there's there's it's just a bright gleaming light outside that's called the sun, that shows you that everything brightens at the end in the morning. That the shadows in the night disappear when the brightness comes out, and the different shadows and different hues of life show you the different meanings and the different ways to view stuff. And man, it's amazing, because life teaches you many things, many, many, many things. But one of them is how to appreciate it, because I could honestly go on and on for hours and hours and hours about what exactly goes on in my brain, what exactly I use to motivate myself and go through every trial. I mean, it's awesome to think that even though I've had crappy last couple of days, I know that there are lessons that I'm going to learn from, and there are going to be things that I'm going to take on that many people would probably ignore from these lessons, and they're going to ignore from the stipulations and many other things like that. And life works in a lot of different ways. I mean, there's no. I'm repeating myself at this point, but I just, man, it's awesome to me to think that life is truly amazing. Even after all the things I've gone through, I still look at life at a positive outlook, because there's no other way to do it. I mean, if you dwell on such negativity, if you spend your days thinking about the bad days, you don't see that sunrise, you don't see the stars that brighten up the night sky when everything seems so dark. You don't notice the moon when it bright, shines bright, because you focus so much on the darkness and the shadows. And I mean, there's shadows during the day, but they're not as, there's not dark. They're they're there, but you can learn to suppress them. You can learn to do so many things. You can learn to trust on so many people that care for you and honestly love you for who you are. You know, I've had many people reach out to me and tell me that, where have I been? Why haven't I been uploading? Why haven't I been talking to people? And it's honestly because I had to find a way to reimagine myself again, because it was a weird, hectic little spot in my life where I guess I lost control of who I was. I was starting to dwell on many things that I shouldn't have dwelled on, and at the end of the day, you know, I have one life, and I can choose whether to dwell on the negatives or live on the positives. And you can bet your ass I'm going to learn what I can from those negatives, but I'm going to get right back up and I'm going to learn everything I can and live this life of happiness. And it's an amazing feeling, and I wish I could tell you guys, you know, just how much it feels. I go back so often to one scripture writing in the Bible, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future. And many people misinterpret that verse, including myself. I misinterpreted it for a long, long time. I thought it meant like God knows what you're going through and He has a plan to get you out of it. But really, it's just teaching you that there's certain situations in life that you're gonna have to learn that why they were put there is to make you stronger. That you're a soldier in the wars that God chose out to you, because God put you in battles to make you better. And no, that's just it's an amazing feeling, and I'm honestly just repeating myself, and but I just want to leave you guys with that scripture, and let you guys know that God loves you guys, and there's people out there that if you ever need help, you can always rely on. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.